Right? I don't have a lot of time, but we'll make this quick. It's the start of a new season. New head coach here, and I've seen these guys through the entire offseason, and I think we have a lot of promise. We have a lot of young talent on this team, and we have some standouts. We have Lawan, and we have Jarrell, both guys who really are going to step up this year. I can tell they made some big impacts last year, just like Avery. Avery Willliamson had an incredible season, broke the tackle record. Our new rookie, Nelson Boenzi, has had an incredible preseason and training camp. And we brought in Mike Glennon, who will be our opening day starter, with Zach being his backup. We have some good pieces. Adding Prince was a huge acquisition in this offseason. And I think we'll have a much better season than we did last year. We missed out on a lot of plays. We made a lot of mistakes. And we just have to be more disciplined, and we have to be a better unit as a whole. We have to have better communication. We have to work harder. And we have to play harder. So overall, I think this will be a much better year. Let's go Oilers. It's week 1 of the 2015 NFL season, and the Houston Oilers are hosting the Jacksonville Jaguars for their first home game in a very long time. We are from Oil Rig Stadium. They're missing Denora Searcy and quarterback Brian Hoyer. Hoyer, who they brought in for 4 years in this offseason, dislocated ankle. He's going to be out for a while. But it will still be an excellent matchup as Blake Bortles will be the quarterback for the Jaguars. Like I said, from Oil Rig Stadium, we are underway, or we're about to be underway, as there is Coach Andre Russu trying to make another miracle out of another mess. He brought together the Redskins, he brought together the Jaguars previously, and he's bringing together the Oilers now, hopefully. Gus Bradley was fired last season after a pitiful year. Ace Sanders, attorney at law, will be back to return. And Ronnie McRoy will be kicking this one off to start the 2015 NFL season. This one is to Sanders, it's to Marquise Lee, who's 3 or 4 yards deep, and he will kneel it. So here comes Blake Immortal Bortles coming on out. He had a rough rookie season. Jaguars went 3-13. I believe, or 4-12, either one. But they start off with the football, 2nd and 3 from their own 27-yard line. Bortles comes out of the shotgun. He feels some pressure, and he is sacked by Avery Williamson, starting off quickly with the sack. 3rd and 10 from the 20. That is complete to Justin Blackmon. Great move by Blackmon to get Amukamara off. Let's take a look at the Jaguars offensive line. Casey Cooper, the rookie center. Huge addition as well as Mark Ingram and Scott Chandler to that offense. Now taking a look at the Titans, or the Oilers. Akeem Ayers, Avery Williamson, Nelson Boenzi, and Zach Brown in the linebacker core. A linebacker core to be feared. Jason McCourty, Prince Amukamara, Damian Stafford, and Khalid Wooten out in the secondary. 3rd and 4. From the 47-yard line as Bortles will take a drop. He's hit by Jarrell Casey from behind, but he gets the pass off, and Akeem Ayers and Prince Amukamara will stop Ingram for, it's punt away. After the Brian Anger punt, here comes Mike Glennon. 6'12". Mike Glennon coming in huge man. It's a handoff to Bishop Sankey. 1st and 10 from the 37, and Sankey running hard. Gets a gain of about 5.5. And let's take a look at this Houston Oilers offensive line. We have Michael Roos, Andy Levitri, Brian Schwenke, Chance Warmack, Taylor Lewan, Kendall Wright, Frankie Bynes, the fullback rookie, Bishop Sankey, Delaney Walker, and Jeremiah Ward, the rookie. And Chris Long, Derek Marks, and Ryan Davis, along with Brandon Marshall, Mason Foster, Larry Reynolds, Brendan Hepburn, Kerry Williams, Patrick Chung, Josh Evans, and Davin House for the Jaguars. 3rd and 5. As Glennon steps up, he overthrows Sean Green, and that is going to result in a punt away. A terrible pass from Glennon. Wanted to get over the both lines, I guess, but it was a bad pass nonetheless. It's a counter to Bishop Sankey, and Sankey has running room as he gets about 15. Great carry by Bishop. That sets up a 1st and 10 from the 45. Coming out of the pistol, play action fake. Glennon, he is swarmed by 4 Jaguars. No one blocked for Mike Glennon except for Michael Roos. And that is a huge sack. 2nd and 16. Quick pass to Kendall Wright. It's dropped. Knocked out of his hands.
I thought that was going to be a completion that time, but the hit knocked the ball out.
Well, let me say this about your thought. You were wrong. Once again, Jim Nantz. And the timing was wonderful. That's what it is. That's what it takes, just like you and your job. It's all about timing. Good timing by the defender that time.
3rd and 16 from the 39. That one is incomplete, intended for Jeremiah Ward. Ward got bumped awkwardly off the line, and Glennon never saw it. He expected him to be a little bit farther downfield, and he hesitated on that pass. But after one, there is no score in this ballgame. Starting off in the second quarter of play, handoff to Mark Ingram up the middle. He's going to break a tackle and fight his way forward for a gain of 9 out past midfield. 2nd and 2. Man in motion, handoff to Denard Robinson, the former Michigan quarterback. So he gets a gain of 7. And they are moving along. They're running the ball hard as Mark Ingram gets another handoff. He breaks a tackle and gets close to another first down. 3rd and 1 from the 33-yard line. Ingram in the backfield, handoff. He's going to break enough of Avery Williamson's tackle to get the first down. 3rd and 8 from the 28. Bortles sees Marquise Lee, takes the check down, gets 1 yard, and that will set up a Dustin Hopkins field goal. This one from 45 yards out. It is up and it is good. And the Jaguars take an early 3-0 lead with 6 minutes left in the first half. 2nd and 3 from their own 28-yard line with 5:30 left. Glennon is going to take a drop. He's going to fire. He's going to find Kendall Wright, who's shoved out of bounds close to midfield. 3rd and 5. Glennon finds Ward, and Ward fights his way as he backpedals for the first down. The rookie, the 4th-round pick, making plays as Glennon throws it well behind Ward. That could have been picked. That was a dangerously bad pass. 3rd and 10. Glennon steps back, and he's going to find Delaney Walker. Walker on a great out play as he beats Mason Foster. 3rd and 8 from the 20-yard line with 2 minutes left. Glennon pumps. Tries to throw it, but he's brought down by Davis, and that is going to result in a field goal attempt for Ryan Suckup-Mettenberger on the hold. The kick is up, and it is good. And the Oilers tie this one up at 3. I'm going to have to get used to calling them by their name. It's going to be a little underneath pass to Allen Robinson as the Jaguars are moving down the field. Inside 2 minutes, Bortles in his 2-minute drill is working well. He's going to move around in the pocket. He's going to find Scott Chandler. Great catch, as really it was not bad coverage by Zach Brown, but it did not matter. That's going to be a 3rd and 9 from the 34-yard line. 52 seconds left. Bortles finds Marquise Lee once again. Actually, is that Blitty Ray Wilson? I don't know. The kick from Hopkins will be up, and it is good. And the Jaguars take a 6-3 lead with 40 seconds left in the half. The Oilers are going to try to answer Glennon. He's going to find Kendall Wright across the middle of the field. Great completion. That's going to be a 16-yard gain. First down. 1st and 10. Glennon feels some pressure. He's going to complete it to Jeremiah Ward. Ward is brought down on the Jaguars' 35-yard line. 2nd and 4 from the 29. Inside 20 seconds left in the half. Glennon adjusting the play on the line of scrimmage. He's going to drop back and completes it to Ward in tight coverage. Timeout is called. 10 seconds left. Glennon under center. Takes a big drop. Finds Craig Stevens. That's going to result in their final timeout. One last play before a potential field goal. End zone or bust on this one. Glennon in the shotgun. Fires and overthrows Ward. Did not want to give him an opportunity to catch the ball out of the end zone, so he threw it away. Ryan Suckup will put this one through the uprights. As we head to the half, we are tied up at 6. Can the Oilers do enough to win their first home game back in Houston, or will the Jaguars spoil their homecoming? Find out right after this.
Now let's take a look back at the first half. So we've got a tie game at half, and you can bet both coaches are in that locker room making adjustments and telling their guys to just keep playing hard like they did in the first half. All right,
And we are back. The Oilers start out with the ball. 2nd and 2 from the 46. Shanky gets the pitch, and he's going to be stopped well short of the first down marker. He's actually going to lose 4 yards. 3rd and 6. Glenn's going to drop back. He's going to find Sankey on the screen, and there's no blocking. That is going to result in a punt away on the first possession. Poor effort as Jarrell Casey gets off the block, but Ingram runs through him. Gets the first down. 2nd and 5 from the 47-yard line. It's going to be a draw to Denard Robinson, who gets a first down. The Jaguars are running all over this Oilers team. They're not passing all that well. And Bortles is going to get destroyed by Akeem Ayers. 3rd and 17 from the 47-yard line. Bortles standing tall. He's going to find Marquise Lee, who gets the first down. A terrible mistake by Freeman to allow that to happen, as Nelson Boenzi drops the easy pick. The easiest interception he'll ever have goes right into his hands. One of the best playmakers in college could not make the play. He had 3 preseason interceptions, but he dropped that as Boenzi hurdles over one of his fallen teammates and tackles Ingram short of the first. 3rd and inches. Bortles finds Scott Chandler as Stafford blew the play. Just reacted a little bit too slowly. It's going to be a draw to Ingram, and Mark Ingram fumbles. Ingram fumbles. Pitoa Tui with the recovery, and that is huge. It's going to be under review. We'll see. Was Ingram down, or was that a loose ball? If it is, that is a huge break for the Oilers, and it could change the entire complexion of this game. It looks like he might be down. Is there enough to overturn it? That's the real question. They're coming back out. And it is overturned. So 3rd and 2 from the 9. Another life for the Jaguars as Robinson breaks Boenzi's tackle. It's going to be brought down shy of the goal line, but Mark Ingram on the next play is in, and the Jaguars take a 13-6 lead with the first touchdown of the game for either squad, coming within a minute of the 4th quarter of play. 2nd and 10, Glennon fires, it's picked off! Patrick Chung hung back and had his head down and picked that pass off. Beautiful interception by Chung. Obviously, Glennon never saw him, as Avery Williamson will sack Bortles again. It's going to result in a punt away, but they're back knocking on the door once again, as he is clobbered by Williamson. He completes the 3rd down pass, though. 1st and 10 complete to Justin Blackman. Another gain of 8 as Bortles is 15 for 21. He's not going very far with his passes, but he is being effective with them as Mark Ingram gets a run to the right. He stiff arms and fights his way into the red zone. 23 for 109 for Ingram, who has had an absolutely incredible game. Hand off to Denard Robinson, who breaks Stafford's tackle and is in. And that is just... It's 20-6. The Oilers look lifeless on offense, and their defense has been on the field just way too long. Glennon drops back and finds Nate Washington. Gets a great block from Delaney Walker, and Nate Washington is shoved out of bounds at the 30. That's exactly what the Oilers needed. This is their opportunity. 3rd and 5 from the 26. And it's overthrown, intended for Sankey. Glennon needs to calm down. The nerves getting to him. 4th and 5 from the 26. Glennon adjusting the play. They need it here. He's going to step up, and there's no blocking. Warmack let go of his man, and Chris Long sacked him. Glennon was going to step up and maybe run with it as he saw a lane, and that lane closed very quickly as Mark Ingram finds a lane on the sideline. Stafford will bring him down, but after a huge run by Mark Ingram, he's 23 for 143. 2nd and 4, Bortles clobbered by Hill. Sammy Hill with the sack as he beat off the rookie J.C. Cooper, and that is another sack. Another sack for Avery Williamson on that play. 4th and 18 for the Oilers with 2 minutes left. It is their final gasp And Glennon hit as he throws. Incomplete. Intended for Ward. Broken up by Chung. Handoff to Mark Ingram. He has a running lane, and Wooten will not be able to stop him. That is another touchdown. The Jaguars pile it on. It's 27-6. Oilers just trying to put 2 and 2 together for the next game. Glennon's going to find Nate Washington over the middle as the Jaguars are in back-off coverage, basically letting Glennon and the Oilers just do what they need to do to finish out the game. 1st and 10. Glennon steps up and finds Delaney Walker across the middle of the field. It's going to be another first down. They're hurrying it back to the line of scrimmage. Someone is not in position, and it is going to be a penalty as Chris Long deflects that pass. It won't matter on the deflection. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, and it'll still be first down for the Oilers as they're just trying to show something for the future as the rookie Hudson already has 2 sacks in this game, is the one charged with the penalty. Jeremiah Ward with the catch. Glennon throws him open. Beautiful pass. 1st and 10 from the 19. Complete to Ward once again. This one in tight coverage. 1st and goal from the 5. Glennon. Fade to Delaney Walker, who makes the catch. Glennon gets his first touchdown pass of the season. It's too little too late as they will go for the onside kick. Ronnie McRoy with the kick with 30 seconds left. And it's recovered by Houston. That would have been really helpful if they didn't give up that final touchdown to Ingram. 3rd and 10, Glennon under pressure, and Delaney Walker with the catch out to the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 18. Glennon, he's going to drop back. He's going to step up and fire it. It's picked off by Colvin, and that is going to be your ball game. The final score is 27-13. The Jacksonville Jaguars spoil the Houston Oilers, return home. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for the post-game press conference and stats on your way out. I'm Moonlight Swami, and I'll be talking to you guys later. Peace, I'm out. All right. Well, first off, it's never easy coming up here after a loss, but especially not a home loss, and definitely this is my first time experiencing it, but the first loss in a new city, opening game, that really stings. That hits you deep, especially so many different factors going into this. It's our first game in Houston back, and it's against a divisional rival in Jacksonville, and it hurts, and we did not play very well. I will say, though, that we showed a lot of spirit at the end of the game. Final 2 possessions, we stepped it up a bit. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough, obviously. It wasn't in the most meaningful moments, but that resolve and being able to recover that onside kick was huge. Mike was under siege the entire game, and I think that's a huge problem. Russu was the only one who was really doing a good job protecting him, the only one who actually didn't let up a sack. The rest of the line at least let up 1 each. That's a problem. Every single one of them. Andy, Taylor, Schwank. It doesn't matter. They all need to step their game up because that's unacceptable. When you face a team like Jacksonville, who's known to have a pass rush, you have to be prepared for it, and you need to slow them down at least. Mike really did not have a lot of time in the pocket. We didn't run the ball enough. I'll have to say that. Bishop ran pretty well for his limited number of carries, something like 13 for like 70 yards. He had a good game. We need to give him the ball more this week. 3rd down, we were terrible on both sides of the ball. We really couldn't get them off the field, and we couldn't get first downs on our own right enough. Mike needs to work on some of his throws. He was missing some wide open targets, made some bad passes. That pass to Chung, that was just a beautiful play. Chung was hanging underneath, and we really couldn't see him. So that was a good play. I would say that is Mike's fault, but at the same time, it was just a great play, so I can't take too much out of that from that play. The second interception, obviously, was just trying to force a pass into coverage. Didn't work out, and that's just how it goes at the end of a game. But that touchdown drive at the end looked pretty good. Beautiful pass to Delaney in the fade in the corner. Great catch by him. He had a pretty good game, both offensively, receiving-wise, and blocking. Defensively, Boenzi and Williamson both really had a fantastic game. They missed some tackles here and there, and Boenzi dropped a pretty big interception that could have changed the game for us. But he's a rookie. You can only ask so much of a guy. Hopefully he has that in his mind and he plays better next time around. But he had a lot of tackles. He made a few good stops. Avery had 3 sacks on the game. Darrell was a little bit quiet. I was a little bit surprised by that. Sammy up the middle really did a very poor job. He was getting bullied around by the Jaguars offensive linemen, and that's really not acceptable. In terms of the passing game, our depth really showed. Blitty and our safeties both were not really solid in coverage, and a lot of Bortles' completions, he didn't throw a lot of passes, but a lot of his completions were to his third or fourth wide receiver. Will's still a rookie, Will Bostic. So he needs to step his game up a little bit too, but he has a learning curve, obviously, like every other rookie. I thought Prince played pretty well guarding Justin Blackmon. Jason, on the other hand, also was really good. I don't think Allen Hurns even had a catch on the other side. So I know Blackmon had one reception on Jason. One of them also went out of bounds. That would have been big. But for the most part, I think our two top corners did a good job. I just think we need to solidify the rest of our team and really stop the third to fourth option guys, the tight end, the wide receivers, the third and fourth guys, the slots. I think that's really where we struggle in this game, and definitely stopping the run. Mark Ingram and Denard Robinson really just ran all over us in this game. I think Ingram had close to 200 yards rushing. It's hard to stop somebody when you get so tired. He's a very physical back, and we did a very poor job of stopping him. And when he runs you over, that's really going to take a toll on you. And obviously our depth is not there yet. So I think the whole team needs to step up, and we need to play better. Overall, I think we just need to be able to go out there and really finish plays. I think that's what we need to do. And on top of that, we need to make a few more better play calling. I went a little bit too conservative at some poor times. I was 6-6 at the half, and coming out of the half, we went for a screen right after the half, and it was really not an ideal play, and we lost some yardage after a great first run. Gain of 8, we lost 4 on a pitch, then we lost 4 more on the screen. It was just some poor play calling, and we put ourselves into a hole, and we couldn't climb back out of it. So essentially, we need to step up, and we need to play better. Either way, we have next week against Houston at home again. They won their first game, and we need to play better. That's the bottom line. We need to play hard, and we need to play better. Got to be more disciplined and finish plays.